are looking to increase your store conversion rate and to make more sales, the first thing that you should be doing is to optimize your product pages. Your product pages are the most important pages on your Shopify store. This is where your store visitors will decide whether to buy from you or not. So optimizing these pages is a must. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the perfect product page. And literally, I have no idea how long this video is going to take because I'm planning to cover everything. Starting by how to choose the photos, how to enter the text, how to create tabs, how to create infographics, and so on. When you finish this video, you will know exactly how to create the perfect product page ever. Well, last week I published a video where I showed you how to create the perfect product description. In today's video, we are going to use this description to create this product page. And I'm going to show you the different ways and the different, let's say, visuals I'm going to use in order to showcase all the information that ChatGPT returned to me in the description. So, believe me, it's going to be an amazing video. I'm pretty sure you are going to learn a lot of stuff, especially that I'm going to do everything directly with you. So stay tuned, watch this video, and apply everything you are going to learn in here. This video is going to be a turning point in your online journey. I'm pretty sure about that because the amount of skills and information you are going to learn is mind-blowing. So make sure to watch this video carefully and to apply everything that you have learned in here. And now let's move to my screen and let's start by optimizing and creating the perfect product page ever. So today we are going to create a product page for an eco-friendly youth toothbrush. And the first thing that you need to prepare before starting to create the product page, in addition to the description that we have created in the previous video, are the product photos. And in this case, and almost in any other case, I always recommend you to have not only product shots, but also to use lifestyle photos. Lifestyle photos are extremely important because when visitors see them, they can have a feeling about the results after using your products. So for example, in our case, because we are selling an eco-friendly youth toothbrush, we can use photos of, for example, families brushing their teeth together, or maybe something related to the packaging or to the nature and so on. So always try to include lifestyle photos. When you are preparing for your product photo shooting, it's very important to prepare a mood board about the photos that you want to have. That's why before rushing out to take photos of your product now, I recommend you to plan. And this is actually something I always do. Plan for your photo shooting. Decide what type of photos do you want to have, what type of people you want to have within your photos, then plan one day, take all the photos in one sitting, and that's it. So in our ChatGPT description, we have first the product overview, and we are going to use this small overview as the small description to introduce within Shopify. Let's start first by going to Shopify, by adding the product, by adding the photos, then we start by creating the product page. So I'm going to copy first the product title because this is the first thing that I'm going to use. I will go in here to Shopify, and from here I will go to products. I will click on add product. So the first thing I'm going to add is the title. Then after that, I will add this small description. Okay, what I recommend you to do is to try to be a little bit creative with this description. So what I like to do is to highlight the most important points or the things that I think my customer avatar or my potential customers might be interested about. So for example, introducing the eco-friendly youth toothbrush, the perfect blend of sustainability. So this is something my potential customers care about. I'm gonna bold it. And fun, it's also nice because I want to add this vibe to my brand. Designed specifically for children, so maybe children, I'm gonna bold all of this, and family because these are practically my potential customers. Let me bold it. Okay, crafting to make brushing a delightful experience for kids while helping parents make responsible choices. Maybe responsible choices can be bold. This toothbrush is not just a tool, but a step towards a greener future. It's up to you to decide what to bold. You need to think about what are the terms that mean the most for your potential customers. In my case, I tried to highlight what I think they care about the most, so try to do the same. After doing this, the second thing I need to do is actually to add the photo. And as I said before, I have chosen some like photos from the internet in order to use them. I will upload all of them. I might not use all of them, but I will upload all of them for now. One small tip when it comes to product photos. I always recommend all of my clients and people who work with me to always upload photos in the same dimensions. So decide if you want to have, for example, all of your product photos as square and upload all of them as square. Or if you want to go with 4x5, do this for all of your products. This is very important because when products show on product grids, it's very nice to have them all showing in the same dimensions. Some themes will allow you to like decide what cropping, let's say, frame you want for your product's grid, but in this case, the theme might be cropping your product images in a weird way. So to stay on the safe side and to make sure that all photos look amazing and all products look amazing, always add all of your product images in the same dimension. Well, to me, the easiest thing to do is to add square photos. So this is usually what I do. I always add square photos for all of the products. So if you want to go with my tip, this is gonna be amazing. And now let's get back. So as you can see, I have uploaded my photos in here, but not all of them are square. Like these are square, but this one and this one and this one, they are not square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going actually to edit them within Shopify. I will start first by like organizing the products. So I will start by this one, maybe this one, and I will then start to crop the other ones. Even these photos, I'm going to update them and I'm going to create better photos than these ones. But for now, let's consider these as placeholders. So I'm going to click here on edit. And as you can see, Shopify allows me several options. First, I can crop the image. Second, I can draw over the image. Third, I can resize it if I want to make it smaller. And fourth, I can enhance the background. And this is an option that's available using Shopify Magic. If you don't know what Shopify Magic is, it's totally fine. Shopify Magic is the AI tool of Shopify, and it does some cool things within your Shopify store. One of the things that Shopify Magic can help you with is to actually change the background of your product photos. So you can remove the current background and add another background that's like being created by Shopify Magic itself using the keywords that you have entered. I'm going to show you how to use this. If you want to know more about Shopify Magic and how you can use this tool in order to make your work more efficient on Shopify, you can check out this video on my YouTube channel. And now let's get back to our topic. So the first thing I'm going to do is to actually crop the photo and make it square. So in here, when I clicked on the crop option, I can directly choose square. And as you can see, I can move the square in here to have it exactly where I want it. And you can in here like flip the image if you wish, you can like rotate and so on. I'm not going to touch these. I will click on crop. I will click now on done. So now my photo is cropped to square. I will show you how to use Shopify Magic, although I'm not going to use it now, I don't need it. But in order to use Shopify Magic in here, what you can do is you can click on Enhance Background. And as you can see, Shopify is basically analyzing the image and it's going to remove the background. This feature works better if the background is one color and if like the product is in front. So in this case, like in our case in here, this was extremely simple. Shopify was able to remove the background and it's very clean. What we can do is we can, for example, in here, give keywords related to the background that we want to have. So the first thing that we need to describe in here is the subject. So I'm going to put toothbrushes, or we can go, for example, hand holding toothbrushes. And the description, it could be like for the background, I want a bathroom showing the sink. And let's click on generate. To be fair, don't expect like amazing results. The results will be okay. You might use them and you might like continue changing the description and the keyword until you find like a better background. But if you have done your product photography the right way from the beginning, you won't need this in the first place. So as you can see, they have actually given us some good background. So this is, for example, something that we can use, or maybe this, or maybe this, or maybe this. I didn't actually like these backgrounds a lot. I can go in here again to the description, add more keywords, try to find a better background if I want. but I'm not gonna do that for now. Okay, I'm going to click on reset. And I'm going back to the original and click on done and save. So now Shopify is saving my photo to my product photography, and I will have it square within my photos. And I will click on save. So now I have my product photos, the description, and in here I have entered the price and so on. Now that we have finished with the product photos, and as I said before, I'm going to show you how to even create better photos than the one that I have entered, we are going to move to start customizing the product page template. Okay, for this store or for this product, I'm going to use the Be Yours theme, and I'm going to work on it because I have noticed that many of you are actually using it. But what we are going to do in here will be applicable to any theme you are using. Well, the options will be different, like some themes will have more limitations than others, but the same logic will still apply. So from your Shopify dashboard, go to themes, then go to customize. And from here, go to products and go to default product. Since in this video we are only working on one product, I'm going directly to change the default product page template. But if you have multiple products and you want to have different product pages, you can create different templates and work on them. If you want me to create a video to show you how to use templates in order to create custom product pages, let me know in the comment section below, and I would be more than happy to create the video for you. So this is our product, and in this section in here we have the product media. In here we have the title, the price, the text. We have some collapsible tabs. We are going to modify those. We have like a banner. These are sections that were here by default from the Be Yours theme. We are going to restructure this full page from scratch, and we are going to create infographics and images and everything to make it stand out. So let's start first by going back to our ChatGPT description. And as we can see in here, we have the product overview. We have used this. Then we have the key features. Below it, we have the benefits. I usually like to have like a list of benefits directly in this section next to the product photos, because I always feel it's easier for people to read information when it is in bullet points. So I like to include like 3 or 4 benefits directly in this area in here and highlight them. Then in the remaining parts of the page, I will add more benefits, or I will explain more the benefits. So going back in here, we have like these information in here. We can copy them like this and go back to Shopify and enter them within our product description. So I can go back in here, go to products, go to my toothbrush, and add them in here as bullet points. This is our first option. Let's see how this is gonna look on our product page before deciding if we are going to keep it like this or maybe change it. So going back to online store, going to customization and to our product page template. If we go full screen, this is how this is gonna look. I don't think it's bad. It's nice, actually. I can read. It's organized. It's nice. So we can keep it as it is. So we have the small description and the main benefits. Now, if you want to make this text a little bit different, maybe you want to include emojis at the beginning instead of having the bullet points, we can do that. We go back again in here to products. So we can come in here, and in order of having them in bullet points, we can remove the bullet points and actually add an emoji. So let's say we want to have the check points. I can do this, and I can do the same for all the benefits. Okay, I'm using a Mac. That's why in order to see the emoji window, I need to click Ctrl Command plus space. It depends on the PC you are using. You might be typing something else to see the emoji keypad, I mean this one. Okay, so I have added those, and I will click on save and see how they look like and if I like them. I will keep this open and open this in a new tab, so we don't keep closing it and opening it. And from here, I will go again to customize and to my product page default template. So now they look like this. I don't actually like them a lot. I think I need space between at least the emojis. Let's do this. Let's refresh to see if we're gonna like it better. It's a little bit better, but I still think that the bullet points were looking way better than this one. So I'm actually going to go back to the bullet points from here. So I will copy this and paste it in here. Okay, so now we have this area in here done. We need to start thinking about like the information that we want to introduce in here. These tabs in here should be used in order like to break down the information into questions, into sections, and make it easier for your store visitors to find the answers for the questions they might have in mind. So basically, one of the first tabs that I like to have is the shipping and returns tab. So I'm going to add this one in here. I will move it up so it will be under those two, and I will call it shipping and returns. I can even add an icon in here. So let's say if there is a shipping icon, track maybe, yes. And in here, what I can do is I can actually enter my shipping information. What I usually like to do is to enter like a general, let's say, summary about my shipping information and link to my shipping and returns page. So what I can do in here, for example, I can put free shipping all over USA, for world or international rates, please check our shipping page. And I can select this in here and link to my page. I'm not sure if I have a shipping page on the Stride store or not. I don't have one, but if I have one, I just need to link to it from here. It might be under policy, no. So it's either under policy or under pages, so I can link to it from here and have it linked within my page. Okay. You can also decide that you want the content of this row to come directly from your shipping page. I don't like to go with this option because in this case, the row content will be like the full page content and it's gonna be huge. So I prefer to have a summary and to link to the page. Okay, and as you can see in here, I can see the tab that I have just created. So shipping and return. Let's think about what other information we can include within these collapsible tabs. So one of the things that I like to include in here may be how to use it or materials and stuff like that. So let's see under our description if we have anything related to the materials. If we don't have anything, we're gonna add it. So in here we have the key features. This is something that we can definitely add within the tabs. So going back in here, the first collapsible tab is going to be key features. And let's see if there is any icon that we can use. Maybe we'll put star. And in the row content, I will actually copy the key features from here and paste them in here. But by the way, those key features, I'm going to use them in a few minutes in order to create a very amazing infographic and use it within the product page, because features are very important, especially in this case, and we are going to showcase them in an attractive way to make our customers like engage more with the product page. I will show you how to do this step by step. So I have added the key features in here, and as you can see, they are in here. So let's see what other tabs we can add. So we have key features. We can have definitely a main benefits, but we have include them in here. We can have one for materials. So let's call this one materials. And for this icon, we can put the recycle one, by the way. So we have the recycle, yes. And in here we can put a line about like the material it's made of, or that it is recyclable. So going back in here, let's ask ChatGPT, give me a small sentence. This product so I will copy this and put it in here. So basically now we have all the important information within this area of the product page. So if someone landed on our store and wants to check the toothbrush quickly, they can find everything they need within this section. But this is not enough because, as I said so many times on this YouTube channel, people consume information in different ways. And our job is to showcase the product benefits and key features and all of these, let's say, details in different ways through our product page. And that's why we will continue working. For some other products, you might find the need to use different tabs, like for example, how to use it, or for example, how to take care of it, and so on. Since our product is quite simple, I will stick with those tabs, but remember that in your case, you need to answer like the most important questions within this section. Okay, so I will continue working on the product page. There are so many things that you can change in here, and these options are going to be related to the theme you are using. When you click on the product information in here, these are the options available within the Be Yours theme. So the first thing that you can do is to decide whether you want to have like the media on the left or on the right. I prefer to keep it on the left because this is the common practice in e-commerce, so keep it like this. Then you can decide the size of the media, so you can go with large or you can go with small. I'm gonna stick with medium as well. And you can decide the desktop layout. So do you want it to be stacked, and in this case the photos will show like this? Or do you want it to be 2 columns, so like this? Or do you want it to be slider? I like the slider option, so I will stick to it, but it's up to you. Okay, in here we can see like the desktop image ratio, and this is where you choose the dimensions of your images. But since at the beginning of this video I have recommended you to have all of your photos square, we don't have any problem in here because our photos are all square in the first place. But in case you had like different product photo sizes, but you want to have this unified feel, you can choose a dimension from here or the ratio from here. But in this case, you need to keep in mind that the theme would be cropping your images to fit within this ratio. Okay, if you keep it adapt to image and you have different product images sizes, the grid is going to look funny a little bit. So either stick in here with a ratio or go with my tip and originally upload all the photos with the same ratio. Okay, in here like you have some other options. I'm not gonna go over them. We have the mobile layout as well that we can change. And if you want to add more blocks to this section, this is where you need to do it. You click on add block and you add more blocks like we have done with the collapsible tabs. I think this is enough. I'm not gonna add anything actually. It's already a very good section. Now if I scroll down, I have this promotional bar, and it's a very nice bar to use if you have like something important that you want to, let's say, announce to your customers or to your visitors. Let's keep it for now. Maybe we decide to use it later. Let's go back to our product description in here and see what other features or what other things that we need to include within our product page. So we have in here, for example, this about why choose eco-friendly over plastic. This is the type of information that we can enter within like a specific section. Then we have the essential daily companion for eco-friendly families. We have like some objections that we found, and we have like a call to action to buy the toothbrush. Let me, before going into these new sections, start by creating let's say an infographic showing the key features of my product. And I'm going to do that on Canva. Later on, I'm going to use this infographic within my product page. So what I'm trying to do is to turn this key features section into an infographic on Canva. I'm going to Canva and I will start by creating a square design in order to like design my infographic. Later on, if I want like to change the dimensions or the ratio of the infographic, I can always use the resize and magic switch from Canva in order like to redesign. Well, the first thing I need to do is to actually upload your product photographies to Canva, and I have already done that. What I'm like thinking about having is something very similar to these designs in here, like to have the benefits showcasing from here. So in your case, the first thing I need you to do is to actually like go to Canva, and from here within the design section under template, write, for example, benefits. Canva in this case is going to show you like some designs about product benefits, and you can pick what you like and work based on it in order like to have a professional design. So as you can see in here, there are so many options. You can even be more specific and type your product keyword. I will try this in a while, but first let's see the more general, let's say, templates. I'm looking into something, let's say, more product based, maybe something like this, or maybe this one can work. I can modify it. Let's keep this one. If I square more, this design can work. This one can also work as well because I have a product shot with someone like holding the product in their hands. So why not? What else do we have? If we scroll further down, you can see so many designs. Just pick like the design that looks the most like what you want to have in your product page. But keep your design minimalist and simple. Okay, I'm going back in here and I will try to be like more specific. So I'm gonna put, let's say, toothbrush to see if by mistake there is a template for toothbrush. Well, there are some results, but I'm not pretty sure I like them because I'm searching for something similar to this vibe. So let's see if we have something. No. So let's go back in here and let's actually put only benefits again. And by the way, when you like a design on Canva and you choose it, Canva will give you like a list of similar designs or similar vibes that you can choose from. So this is a nice one, for example. This is also a nice one. I'm gonna put it in here so I don't forget it. And let's see what else do we have. Okay, you can also click in here on this one and see more like this. So you can see more templates like this one. In here they are showing us actually images, not the template. So let's go back and go back to our templates one more time. Search for benefits. So going back in here, we can explore more templates if we wish, but I will stick with these two now as the beginning. So going back in here, you can explore more and more designs if you wish, but I'm going to stick to these two for now, and we will see what we will get as results. Okay, so going back now to our product photos, what we need actually is like a single shot of our product. In all the photos that I have, I don't have a single shot, so I'm going to try to create one, and I will do this using Canva. So I will click here on add an image, and I will take this image of my products. Okay, what I'm looking to have is actually like a single shot of the product, but I don't have this in here. So what I'm going to do is to use the Magic Studio from Canva. So when you click on edit image, you will see all of these options. You have background remover, you have magic eraser, you have magic grab, grab text, magic edit, and magic expand. You can choose to decide to use magic eraser. In this case, you need to erase all the elements around this one, or you can use the magic grab and grab this element by itself. So I'm going to click on this tool and I will click on this element and click grab. And as you can see, Canva isolated this product in here or this item in here. So I'm gonna copy this one and paste it on a new design. I still need to erase this part, so going back to edit image, I will go to magic eraser and I will erase this part. And let's go back. I will copy this element and go back to my original design. I will remove the cell phone in the middle and put my toothbrush. Let's rotate it so it's vertical. I will remove the text. Maybe I will change the background to be more suitable with my brand, and I can change the background to be like more suitable with my brand colors, or keep it as it is and consider that this is our brand color. So I'm gonna keep it and I will start filling the benefits in here or the key features in here. So let's start with this one. So I can put it in here. I will make this one go back so I stop selecting it every time. I will paste the text in here. And one thing I like to do is to actually use the same font I've used on Shopify. So I will try to see if we have the font in here available. So let's see in here under settings, typography. The body font is actually this one. So let's see if it's available on Canva. You click on the text, you go in here, you put the font. It's not available, but this might be close enough, so I will go with it. Then let's see what other key feature. So we have this one, and I will match the same font, so I will click here on this tool. It's called paste style, so I'm pasting it in here. Then I will go with this one. It's actually showing the same area, so maybe I will need to move those. I will lock this element, so I stop moving it. Now, even if I tried, I can't move it. Okay, so I will select those, move them up. Let's put this for the colorful part. So I will match the style again. And the last, let's say, key feature we want to mention, maybe it's about the brush. So let's say this one. So basically what I have done in this infographic is that I showcase the different, let's say, parts of the toothbrush and their importance. So as you can see, within seconds, I have created an infographic for my product. You can be more creative, add more stuff, maybe add the product title behind, so like we have seen in the original design, and play around with it as much as you want. But as you can see, within seconds, we were able to create an infographic for the product. Now let's try to use a different infographic or a different photo. Let's say we go with this one. And this time, I will start first by removing the background and adding the background we have used in here, because we want to keep the same feel through our product page. So I'm going to click on the image, click on edit image and remove background remover. And for the color background, I will look at this color. You can either copy the hex of the color like this and apply it below, or you can simply, when you click in here, Canva will basically show you the different available colors within the design. So it's this color, or you can paste as we have seen before. Okay, so let me move this one up, and let's try to create something maybe similar to this one, but with this photo. So let's try, although this is a different product, by the way. So let's try, for example, with this one. And I will lock this one as well, so it doesn't move. We can match the design from here, by the way. So I think I can match like this. Okay, let's change the color for something like this. And we can copy the lines from here, or we can draw them again. I will try to copy them first. So copy, I will come in here and try to paste them. Yes, they are here. So this is, for example, our first one. We can even move it down and make this one. You need to click on the shift, I think, to keep it vertical. And let's center this one a little bit like this, for example. We can do the same for this one. So let's copy this, paste it in here, and match. And this time we are going to copy those. We can rotate this one. From here, you need to choose the line ends with an arrow. We need to switch them and start with a dot. So I can move this one in here and this one up. Actually, I need to put it on that toothbrush in here, so it's more like this. And you can keep playing around with the different infographics and the different templates provided by Canva in order to have a nice infographic for your product page. You can spend a lot of time in here refining your infographics, making sure that they look as professional as you want them to look, they go with your brand vibes, and so on. For now, I'm okay with the results that we have because we need to move forward and to move everything into Shopify. So going back in here to our Shopify page, we can decide whether to enter these infographics that we have created in here within the product images, or if we want to have them below within the product page. I prefer to have them also below instead of only having them in here. So let's go back to our page, and in here, let's have a section. We can choose, for example, the image with text section. This section will allow us to have like an image, and next to it we will have a text. So I'm going with this one, and I will scroll it up. I will put it directly under the promotion, okay? And going back in here to Canva, I will download this image. In here I precise that I want the image to be JPEG. This size, I think it's enough. I will make the quality 100, and I will choose to only download the first page. I usually like to name my images in a way that makes sense, because later on if I want to search for them within Shopify, this makes my work way easier. Also, it's important for SEO. So let's call it toothbrush key features, for example. And now I will go back in here, and under image, I will upload my image. And next to this image, I can paste the text that I have within my description. So going back in here, I will copy this text and I will paste it in here in the text block. I can even make it bullet point if I wish, like this. And I can change the title to be, for example, in here, actually, I can change it to be like, for example, why this toothbrush, or I can come back in here to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT like, choose or write an attractive title to my key features section so I can include it on my Shopify product page. So let's see what they give us. The perfect blend of fun and sustainability. This is nice. We can copy it. You can rethink this a little bit more, but for now, because we want the page to be done, so it could be something like this. Let's see how it looks on full screen. It's actually a nice section. I can in here add a button if I wish, but I'm going to remove it because I don't want people to be leaving my product page and going somewhere else. I want them to stay in here. So I'm going to remove the button. Going back in here, this is the button. I just simply click on remove. Okay, so now I have my key features in here. Let's see what other information we have in here. So for example, we have why to choose eco-friendly over plastic. This is something that we also need to add. Let's see if we can add this section, which is this one, which is related to the parents section. So I'm gonna actually go back in here and I will add another image with text section. I will move it up. And this time I want my image to be on the left, on the right, so I'm going to choose image second to move it in here. And for the image now, I want to add an image that's related to the section topic, and it's talking about like parents and their choice of using eco-friendly items. So I will choose this one. Okay, so as you can see, now I have these two sections, one after the other. I'm going to add the text in here, the relevant text. So going back to ChatGPT, I have this one. I will paste it for the text, the title, and I will go back and copy and paste the content. Okay, now for the heading, if you want it to be smaller, you can actually choose the size from here, so you can go with a small one. I will go with a small one actually, and I will do the same for this in here. I think it's more elegant, so going back in here, I will click on the title in here and make it small. Let's look at our page now. So we have this section in here, looks nice. We have the features and we have the section for parents in here. Let's remove the button from here as well. So we have these two sections. Okay, it's always nice to check your product page on mobile. Okay, so let's click here on the mobile preview to see how it looks on mobile. It actually looks great. I like the infographics, the text is legible, the section is very organized. Same for this one. So now we have finished with these two sections. Let's see what other things we can add or how we can visualize the information also in different ways on our product page. So we have in here like these three objections that we want to overcome, and they are related to durability, effectiveness, and price. And I think actually that this section in here that we have in the default could be used for this purpose. So I'm going in here, it's called guarantee. So I'm going to remove this one. And I'm pretty sure all Shopify themes have like a similar section like this one. It might be like similar to the logo list section or multi-column section. Like try to play around with these two sections. Most probably they will give you something very similar to what we are going to do in here. Okay, I noticed now that let's say the three elements are not centered. So let's see if this is in here, we can do something about it. Yes, in here we have defined that the number of columns is 4. That's why we have this white space in here. I'm gonna define it as 3. So now it's in 3 columns. And I will start by filling the information of each guarantee. So first we have like in here durability. So I'm gonna copy this one, put it as the heading. And for the text, I will copy the content. If you find that the text is too much or too long, you can ask ChatGPT to give you a smaller text. For the icon, I think it's fine, but you can also in here choose between the different options. Okay, let's go to the second one and let's pick effectiveness. I will put it in here. Do the same for the text. And finally, I will do for the price. So let's go with this one. Now for the price, we can choose a different icon. So let's see if there is a money icon in here or something like this. There is actually the price tag. Let's see. We still need something for the effectiveness. So let's go in here and see what we can find. So maybe this one. It's not that accurate, but okay. Or maybe we go with the check mark. I think it's better. Okay, now I find that these titles are a little bit small, so I want to make them bigger. I'm gonna go back in here. And as you can see, you can decide to make the icon bigger from here, or you can decide to make the heading bigger. So I'm gonna go with this one. I want them to pop out actually. So going back in here, I will choose this one to be large. I think I added this by mistake. I will click in here and make this also large. Okay, so now I have my guarantee. But let's say, for example, I don't like the idea that everything is in white and I want this section to have a special background. Let's see if this theme actually allows me to have a different background color for this section. So I will click on the section itself. So the section, not the blocks. And when you scroll down, here is the color section. And as you can see, you can choose a different color for the background. Since on Canva in here, we have like use this color. So I'm gonna copy the hex of this color. This is the hex. And I will be using the same color in here. So I will put this one in here for the background. And I need to apply it. I think this looks pretty nice, actually, very nice. So, and I like the idea that it is like this. I don't like the spacing in here, so let's see if this is actually something that I can modify within the theme. So clicking on this one, some themes allows us like to modify the margins and paddings between sections. So let's see if this is possible. Here we can change the mobile layout, even have a different image for the mobile. That's actually super nice. So if let's say you have an infographic that doesn't look well on mobiles, you can actually use a different one for mobile. This is super smart. Let's see if we can, yeah, we have options on the padding and margins. So let me remove the bottom padding and let me go to the section below it, which is exactly the same one. And this time remove the top padding. Okay, I think this is nicer. It looks very nice this way, like a puzzle. So we have, let's go back one more time to the page. We have this section in here. We have the infographics, this image. We have this one. I would like also to have this removed. So I will be going in here and removing the bottom padding. This is amazing. I have the guarantees. And finally, I have an FAQ section. And this is actually smart. I like to have an FAQ section, especially if the product needs a lot of education. In this case, having FAQs is super important. Okay, you can fill out the FAQs from here if you wish. Let's see what other sections we had by default. I will remove the ones that we are not going to use. So for example, in here, the gallery, I will remove this one. I will keep the rich text because we might use it in a while. There is the testimonial section, and this is definitely something that you need to add because testimonials are very important to create social proof and to make people believe you and believe that your product is good enough. Okay, so keep the testimonial section. I'm gonna remove the recently viewed products because it's a single product, and the product recommendations as well. I will remove it until the bottom. What else do we have in here? And that's it. Okay, now let's go back to our description, see if we missed something. So we have included almost everything. We still need to include this one, which is why choose eco-friendly over plastic. It's actually a very important title, and we can include it either like this, like we have done with these sections, like sections with text, or we can create a small infographics around it or whatever. It's up to us. But since we have like highlighted many of these points already, what I want to highlight now is the packaging because I didn't talk about it yet in my product page. So I'm going actually back to Canva, and I will see if I have between my already existing images any image of the packaging. So yeah, we have this one. Let's see how we can maybe improve it a little bit. We can directly use this image and just simply next to it talk about the packaging, or we can decide to do something like similar to these, for example, or maybe do something fun and learn a little bit more from Canva. So I'm going actually to do something fun. So I will click here on resize and use magic switch. And I will resize this one, and this time I will make it landscape. So now we have it square. What I'm looking for is to create an image that's going to fill the full screen in here. So I will go with something, let's say the width would be 1600 by, let's say, 600. And I will click on continue. I will only resize the page number 5, so I don't want to resize everything, just the final one, and I will click on continue. And I will click on copy and resize. So this design was empty, so resizing it wouldn't be like, let's say, changing a lot of things. But sometimes, let's say you have created something for Instagram and you want to use it for YouTube or for your website. This tool could be very handy because it resizes the whole design and you just need to move things around and scale them to fit for the new dimensions. Okay, I'm gonna actually use, instead of this color, the color that we have used before. I will go in here, I will remove the background, so I will click on edit image and maybe use the grab tool instead to grab the packaging only. So I will take this one and grab it. So let me duplicate this design and just remove everything and keep just this one. So let me refresh just because some elements. So now I have this element isolated. Now I will do the same for these two elements. So again, edit image, grab, I will choose this one, So I isolated the three elements and I'm playing around trying to create like a nice design or a nice photo to embed within the product page. I'm still like not being very creative now, so I will stick with something simple. So I will include these three. Maybe I will add like some small graphics here and there. Let's see what I can find within the elements. Let's see if I can find something, for example, toothbrushes. So just to add like some graphics, so maybe I can add something fun within the page, or maybe create a pattern in the background or something similar. So let's see if there is a toothbrush pattern actually. No. Actually, there is this pattern, for example, that we can use in the background to make it funnier. Maybe this one. Let's see, this one is too colorful, and since Canva didn't show me the colors in here, it means that I can't modify the colors, so I'm gonna remove it. Let's see about this one. I can't also modify the colors, but for this one I can actually modify the colors. Maybe I can pick also my own green. So I will click here on plus and I will use this toggle bar to choose the green in here, so I make it all green. It's just like a random, very basic idea. I'm pretty sure you can do way better, but I'm just using it for now because we are running out of time and we need to get the product page finished. So I'm gonna move it like this, and then I will move all of these to be on the background. So send to background, and layers, send to back, and I'm gonna make them a little bit more transparent, something like this, for example. And what I can also do is I actually add like a shadow for the images so they pop up. So I'm gonna go in here and I will add shadow, and I will do, let's try glow. This could work, or maybe drop shadow. Let's see how it looks. It's too much, so going back in here, let's go back to the shadow. Maybe we make the angle smaller, or we go just simply with the glow one like this. I will see if I can actually match this property. So let's try with this one, doing shadow and doing a glow. Okay, this one. I will do the same for this one. So edit image. I will go to glow, and I will do this for the third element. So now we have this image. It's not perfect, I know, but it's nice and we can use it in the home page, in the product page. So I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger, like this. I will download this image. I always like to download my images as JPEG. I will download it, and I will actually enter like the text within the product page itself. Okay, so going back in here, let's, for example, try the image section, the one where the image comes in the background. So maybe we can do this one, the image banner. Yes, this could work. So let's choose the image banner. And we have also another one, which is image layered with text. Oh, no, we don't want this one. Let's stick with this one. So let's click on it. Let's choose our image and add it to the product page. Okay, we can modify some stuff in here. So for example, we can change the focal point. Let's see if we can actually, in this theme, do that. So you click in here. Oh, it doesn't support. But usually with focal point, you can decide like which section you want to keep. So let's say this part is going to be your focal point. So every time they crop the image, it preserves this part. But this theme doesn't support this in here. So we have the image, what else? Center, middle center. Also, I'm gonna put this as adapt to image. So in this way, yeah, the quality is going to be nice. Make section, let's remove this one, see how it looks. Not bad as well. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna actually modify the text. So I will put like in here, for example, why choose eco-friendly over plastic. And we don't need to put all the text. We can choose like to put part of it, not everything. Okay, we might need to change the text color. We'll discuss this in a few seconds. And let's say we are going to talk about all of this. I guess it's too much. We might need to make it a little bit smaller, the text, but let's try this one. It's too much, yes. Even if we make it small, it's still a lot of text. And since we put that the section should adapt to the image dimension, so the text is being cropped. So what we can do is actually go in here and make this one, let's say 750. But in this case, like, the resolution of our image is not good anymore. Let's make it bigger. So yeah, we need to re-upload the image on a bigger size. And I think the text is not like contrasting well. So we need either to adjust the overlay color. So we go in here. I think there is an overlay in here. Yes, this is the overlay. So we increase the opacity of the overlay so the text pop out. Or we can try to choose like the text to be in black and make the overlay, for example, as per our brand color. And in this case, we can make it less, let's say, smaller. Okay, one more thing that we can do is actually remove the button, and also going back to the text in here, I would like to have it medium, not small. Let's see how it looks. I think it looks better this way. The design still needs a little bit of adjustment, but it's a nice touch. Okay, so as you can see, we have created a very nice product page using Canva and using ChatGPT. So overall, I think it's nice. We can definitely redefine the design of this image, but it's okay for now. Thank you so much for watching this video and for staying up until the end. I truly appreciate that. Before leaving, I want to remind you to smash the like button, to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because in this way you will get notified each time I publish a new video. Thank you again for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.